What is up, guys? This is Beast44 Gaming, and as many of you NFL fans are probably aware, earlier this week, I think just after the Thursday Night Football game had ended on Prime Video, news broke that Christian McCaffrey was traded from the Carolina Panthers to the San Francisco 49ers. Now that leaves me wondering, what is the rest of the season going to look like for the 49ers? Today, we're going to kind of simulate what that's going to look like, maybe even do a couple years down the line if Christian McCaffrey chooses to stay with the 49ers franchise. And if you guys are excited to see what the simulation is like, make sure you guys hit that like button. Comment down below some more suggestions for Madden content and other content on the channel. And make sure you guys subscribe and turn on post notifications so you know when the next Madden video is going up. And without further ado, let's get into today's 49ers McCaffrey trade. You know what I'm saying. Let's get into the simulation. So here we have Christian McCaffrey in his 49ers uniform. I believe he's actually wearing number 23, but it gave him 21. We are at the beginning of the season. We're going to set a season goal just for the hell of it. We're going to go all out. McCaffrey has had some injury issues in past seasons, so it's going to be interesting to see how he goes through this season with the 49ers instead of the Carolina Panthers. This is going to be an interesting year. We are currently simulating to mid-season. Going to see how roughly week 8, week 9-ish is going to turn out for the new 49ers quarterback. I'm a minute into the video. 2 minutes into the video. And I'm already fucking up. Like, what is going through my brain right now? So we are done simulating to midway through the season.
View your team save snapshot. Quickly review the league's top performers.
I played franchise before, thank you. The 49ers are 6-1, which is huge because I don't think the 49ers are doing that good this year, if I'm remembering correctly. He is not in the top 3 of rushing leaders, but we are going to go ahead and look at his stats anyway if we just wait a second here after Jimmy Garoppolo gets off the screen. He has 690 rushing yards, only 4 touchdowns, and 121 carries. So he isn't really scoring that much, but he's getting a lot of yardage, which is, you know, that's just as important. We are approaching the playoffs. Hopefully the 49ers were able to keep up their momentum with that 6-1 start, and we're able to make the playoffs. If they don't, that would probably be one of the biggest chokes in NFL history. They made the wild card. So let's view the playoff bracket because apparently we're playing the Buccaneers straight out the gate. They were the 2 seed. They just missed out on being the 1 seed. And, I mean, the Carolina Panthers also made it. So that will be interesting if we can get a 49ers-Panthers show off here, especially if that would end up being for the shot to go to the Super Bowl. That would be interesting. I'd be curious to see how that goes. Let's see how he ended up stat-wise. Still didn't finish in the top 3. McCaffrey finished with just under 1,500 yards, which actually we achieved the goal we set at the beginning of the season, so that's awesome. He has, had 13 touchdowns, only fumbled the ball once with a long of a quality 69-yard touchdown, or a 69-yard run, I should say. We don't know if that was for a touchdown. 49ers were 13-4. on the season. That is crazy. The 49ers went off after having Christian McCaffrey. So let's advance a week. Do the 49ers beat the Buccaneers, or do they get upset? They don't. They beat the Buccaneers, but now they have to go and face my Packers. Packers and 49ers in the playoffs never turns out favorably for the Packers. So I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing Christian McCaffrey in the NFC Championship game right about now. Yep, there you go. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. All right. What was the score? What was the score? It was a field goal. A field goal won it. So now in this year's playoffs, it is the Cowboys and 49ers and the Colts and the Ravens to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. Can Christian McCaffrey lead this team to a Super Bowl in his first year there? The 49ers did it again with field goal walk-off fashion. It is the 49ers against the Colts in the Super Bowl. First year of the simulation. We are in the Pro Bowl right now. Do we see McCaffrey hoisting the Lombardi Trophy in his first year as a 49er? Let us see. Actually, let's first look to see if he got any awards on the year. Wasn't in the top 10 for MVP voting. Let's see if he got Offensive Player of the Year at all. He wasn't even, wow, he wasn't even top 10 for that? Well, best running back. He was 5th. He was 5th for best running back, which I guess. I guess. Fine. Do the 49ers beat the Colts and win a Super Bowl? Simulating that right now. 2022 season recap. Oh my God. The Colts decimated the San Francisco 49ers. Wow. Matt Ryan was your Super Bowl MVP. Did not see that coming. Not gonna lie. So the first season that we had Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers, they went to the Super Bowl, were unable to win it. We're gonna go ahead and simulate a couple more years, see if any of the results change, or if Christian McCaffrey continues to lead the San Francisco 49ers to the playoffs and a Super Bowl appearance every year. So let's go ahead and see what 2023 has in store for the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, so after simulating to midseason in year number 2 of the Christian McCaffrey 49ers team build, 49ers are not off to as hot of a start as they were last year. They are 3-3. Still not the top 3 in running backs, at least. Oh, shit. It's Trey Lance now. Jimmy Garoppolo is gone, apparently. McCaffrey only has 549 yards and 4 touchdowns, which seems pretty low to me. I'm not gonna lie. That seems like it's lacking. Yeah, again, he's not scoring that many touchdowns. He's getting a lot of yards though, but they're not choosing to run the ball with him into the end zone, which is interesting. 49ers make it to the wild card yet again. They finish 11-6. What seed are they in the playoff bracket? They are the 4th seed this year, taking on the we are the San Francisco 49ers, taking on the New York Giants. Packers make it to the playoffs again. No shock there. Dallas continues to be the number 1 seed, which baffles me. What happened to Detroit? All of a sudden they're a 2 seed? What are they predicting to happen next year? McCaffrey finished with 1 yard short of 1,300 yards, only 10 touchdowns. Was he more of a receiving back? How many he didn't even have a receiving touchdown, so he just was really not finding the end zone this year. So a bit of an underwhelming year, but yet they still find a way to make it to the playoffs, especially with Trey Lance at the QB helm, whatever you want to call it. Do they make it past? They don't? The Giants beat the 49ers by a full touchdown and 1 more. Wow. So it ended up being the Broncos and the Cowboys as your Super Bowl for the year of 2023. The Giants stomped over the Packers, which hurts my soul. Don't talk about London to me, okay? I'm still salty about that. I don't see McCaffrey being up for any sort of award this year because he just had a really, down year. All right, so with year 3 being halfway done, we have some good news and some bad news. The good news is Christian McCaffrey, if you look on the right side of your screen here, is currently listed in the top 3 for rushing leaders in the league with 677 yards and 5 touchdowns. However, the 49ers are off to a bit of a slow start with a 3-4 record. Now, that doesn't mean they can't bring it back. Obviously, there's plenty of time to bring a winning record to the forefront and make a playoff push. However, it is going to require a bit more oomph from your boy in number 21 there, Christian McCaffrey. So let's simulate to the playoffs, see if the 49ers can pull it off with Christian McCaffrey as their captain. Christian McCaffrey technically fell off again. He didn't finish top 3 in the league to end the year. However, he didn't have a bad year. 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. That's a good year. That is a decent year, and it got the 49ers to a 9-8 record. So they brought it back for a 5-4 second half of the season, and they were good enough to be 3rd seed in the playoffs. They are currently facing the Saints, who are also 9-8. Do the 49ers make it to the NFC divisional round next week? Let us find out. They do. They face the Eagles. I didn't even take an extensive look at the playoff picture. Okay, the Eagles beat the Packers. That is concerning. Anyways, the Falcons and Cowboys and the 49ers and Eagles. And then the Jacksonville Jaguars as your 1 seed. Trevor Lawrence is doing some astounding things in 2024. They make it to the conference round or the NFC championship, whatever you may call it, is the Cowboys yet again. An 8-9 record, but they made the playoffs. That is interesting. And the Cowboys beat the 49ers to move on to the Super Bowl. It'll be the Colts against the Cowboys. So yet another year that the 49ers fall just short of winning a Super Bowl. Even though they didn't make it this time around, they fell just short of making a Super Bowl appearance. don't have a chance at winning it this year. Did Christian McCaffrey win running back of the year? Was he even in the running for MVP? He was not. Wait, Kenny Pickett is on the Saints? So some trade must have happened there. Offensive player of the year, no Christian McCaffrey. How about best running back? He was fourth. He was fourth in the league for best running back vote. Who is our Super Bowl victor this go around before we go to probably our final year in this simulation? Because even though editing is probably making it seem like a much quicker video than it probably actually is, there's a lot of me waiting for the seasons to simulate, and that's a lot of downtime of pure silence. The Colts win another championship. So the Colts have won 2 Super Bowls in this video, while Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers have won 0. The Packers have won 0. I am upset for a multitude of reasons here. Gonna go one more year. Gonna go simulate one more year of Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers and see how this ends up. So let's simulate to the middle of the season as we always do and see how this next season gets to a start for the 49ers. Okay, so as the years go on, the midway point for the 49ers continues to get worse. They are at 2-5 heading into week 8, I believe, against the Tennessee Titans. But Christian McCaffrey seems to be leading the league in rushing touchdowns from what I can tell. He is 3rd in rushing yards. He has the most attempts out of the top 3. So McCaffrey's doing fine. The rest of the team's just shit in the bed, though. Can the second half of the season bring good fortune for the 49ers? There was a couple teams that made it to the playoffs at 8-9 record. So it certainly is not impossible. It's just not going to be easy. Can they make it to the playoffs in this final year of the simulation? In a shocking turn of events, the 49ers miss out on the playoffs. What was their final record, I guess is the question asked. What was their final record? Oh my God, the losing streak. Yo, they didn't win another game after we simulated. They did not win another game. They went 2-15 on the year. I'm assuming they finished as the worst team in the league, record-wise. Christian McCaffrey, though, he had 15 touchdowns. I think that's the most we've seen him with. I think he might have put up 16 in one of the other seasons. But 15 is one of the highest touchdown totals he's had. Just short of 1,300 yards. He put up a decent season. It's just that the team around him just is complete ass. A matchup I never thought would happen in a Super Bowl. But the Giants and the Jaguars are playing in Super Bowl 60. Because that sounds like an interesting Super Bowl. And Christian McCaffrey finished 7th in the league for voting in best running back. Devin Singletary finished ahead of him. Najee Harris, who's now a Los Angeles Ram. Good thing to see Aaron Jones still a Packer. Dalvin Cook, fuck you. So not quite the end we expected to the Christian McCaffrey simulation of him in San Francisco. But I guess that's what you get when you do a simulation like this. You're not really sure what to expect. We had some promising starts. They got to the Super Bowl the first year that we did him in the simulation. And then it kind of just went downhill from there, which was sad to see. Because Christian McCaffrey himself wasn't putting up terrible numbers. They weren't mid. They were like a couple steps above mid. They were all right. But the team around him just wasn't able to bring it together. They weren't able to mesh. And because of that, they were not able to win a Super Bowl. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this simulation as to what will happen potentially when Christian McCaffrey takes the field for the first time as a San Francisco 49er. I don't know if he is eligible for this weekend, which actually, the day this is going to go up is the day that he potentially makes his first start as a 49er. I'm assuming he is eligible to play this weekend. Like I said, I'm assuming so. I'm going to do some research quick after I'm done recording this just to make sure that is correct. But if not this weekend, if not the day that this goes up, next week we will see Christian McCaffrey make his debut as a 49er. Let me know down in the comment section what your guys' thoughts on this trade are. If you guys are excited to see Christian McCaffrey in a 49ers uniform. If you guys are upset about it. Whatever it is, let me know down in the comment section. Make sure to like the video and subscribe before you head out and turn on post notifications so you know when the next Madden video goes live. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you guys so much for watching. And this is Beast Warrior 4 Gaming, signing out.